Are we ready? Is it ready?
What's in the box?
I think I love retro games.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
I think I love retro games.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
I think I love retro games.
Oh, hello! Yes, hello, it is me. It is Jace at Retrogames! Yes, I am back. Happy Retro Gaming Day. How you been? That little intro. Is it ready? Are you ready? That actually is a family thing. It's become a bit of a saying in my family. And that's because my little boy, I did an interview with him when he was a little kid. He's taller than me now. But he did that when I was teasing him a little bit, like pretending I wasn't ready with the filming, and he was just, I'll show you. Sorry?
Is it ready?
What?
Is it ready?
Is what ready?
Is the camera ready?
Sorry, you can understand.
Is the camera ready?
He's going to be mortified if he watches this show and finds that. All his friends, if he has any friends who watch it, don't, let's be honest. Young people don't watch this show. It's not for you. If you're under 20, good up, not for you. This is for old gamers like me. Now, do you remember last week? Our old mate Rusty Bucket, he sent us a little really racy clipping from a Sega advert. He sent me another one, check this. If there are any young people watching, Linford Christie was a runner. He had the 100 metres record for a little while, UK runner. But anyway, this advert, more balls than Linford Christie and a very dodgy picture. Sega has over 150 16-bit games to stuff in your lunchbox. Linford Christie, he was a well-endowed man, and they call this package at the front a lunchbox. But it's not cool. It's tacky, isn't it? I just can't believe they did that sort of stuff. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy. But anyway, what's it been like this week? You had a good week? It's been all right. I haven't really got any retro gaming news this week. Nothing's really struck me as exciting. Starfield is out. I don't know if you guys are playing Starfield. I haven't even downloaded it yet, but I will, and I'll have a look. But when a game has got like 250 hours worth of content, and it's procedural, you think, well, that can go on forever. That's a game I can play forever, and I just haven't got that much time. I haven't got that much time on these small games, like retro games, that you can fit into your life. Because there's not much time left for us, is there? We've done our core gaming, now we're in the periphery. I always used to worry, what happens when you're an old age pensioner? You're going to be too old, check the cameras, too old and too decrepit to be able, like, if you can't see, your reactions are all shot. Oh, what are we going to be playing? Text Adventures. Oh, we're all going to be playing Text Adventures. Finally, finally we can finish Broken Sword. We'll come back to that. Anyway, I know what you I know what you're thinking. What's in the box, Jace?
What's in the box? What's in the
Okay, well, I've got some interesting. It's been a big listing week on the site. 500 items have we listed this week. 500. We haven't done a big. Woo! We haven't done. Yeah, woo! We haven't done a big 500 for a long time. Yeah. Been busy again. I love this time of year. You might remember last year I say, oh, we come into the autumn, September now. We get to this time of year and oh, this is all the good stuff. All the stuff we've saved up, all the really tasty games. I have got some amazing stuff to show you on this show before the end of the year. So you be ready. There's going to be more exciting stuff. I guarantee you there will be something, at least one thing you've never seen before. And if you get to Christmas and say, Jace, I've seen everything before, well, I'll give you a prize. What can I say? Give you a prize. Anyway, for non-regulars, every week we run the biggest we run the biggest retro gaming site in the world, retrogames.co.uk, and every week we get loads of stuff in and we list it, and on a Friday I talk about my favourite items on the week that came in from my box. It is a box, it's hidden by a chair. I know, people say, what's in the chair? Why don't you call it what's in the chair? It's a good point, it's a very nice padded chair. I got from my old mate Dave. I did a trade with him and we got that. And I love this chair now. And I know you're thinking, Jace, why are you getting a bit sentimental about this? Well, Dave's no longer with us, okay? I lost my friend, but I kept his chair! Yeah! And it's a very comfortable chair. It's my gaming chair. I love sitting in that chair, playing my games. See, you know, you're learning a lot about me this week. You've seen my kids, you've seen my chair. Well, you haven't seen it properly. One day I'll do a whole show just about the chair, okay? What's in the box, Jay? Yeah. Well, we listened to a lot of Oh, Jace, this is boring. Xbox 360. And this week, I wouldn't usually pick an Xbox 360. So, you know, if you're a current, you know, collector, what you're going to find in CEX, you're going to find 10 million Xbox 360s. But there's a lot of mashed up copies, a lot of damaged title. You know, we like to only list really pristine stuff. Anyway, got this one. This is the Forza Motorsport 3 box set, and yeah, okay, they got, what is it, Forza 6 that's coming out later this year. But look at this, a lovely box. It's got like velvet. It's got a memory stick, a branded memory stick, and a keyring, a Forza keyring, which is pretty lovely, isn't it? Pretty lovely. And it's got an Audi R8 on there. I like Audi R8s. So anyway, yeah, I just thought I'm just going to show you it. If you're thinking, Jace, that is dull. It's a keyring. You like key rings, remember? If that was a Manic Miner key ring, you'd be wetting your pants. More Xbox. I've got another special edition. This one is Mafia 2. I've got to be honest, I never played this game, but I know that it was a series that was quite popular. And I just like the packaging. You've got that big 18 rating on there. It's metal. It's a metal steel book. That's what they call them, steel book. And this lovely, lovely book. Let's look at the steel book first. It's embossed. That Mafia logo is embossed in there. They certainly make games a lot nicer now than they did in our day, don't they? And you get this lovely city on the ground, a city guide, 2 discs, the soundtrack's in there. I could fold this out. I could, but you know what I'm like at folding things back in. But it's a really pretty, it's a big fold-out advertising thing. And let's have a little look at the book. Yeah, all gold and hardback. Beautiful. I don't want to open it too wide because it's never been opened. But yeah, it's got stuff from the game. Lovely. I just think, well, one day these things are going to be super collectible. And I don't think it's that far off. I think Xbox, we've seen that. I've been doing this so long, I've seen the cycle. It happened with PS1. When PS1 was moved on to PS2, PS1 was everywhere. Literally, we had 1,000 PS1 games on the site, and they're like, everyone's like, oh, PS1, I'm not paying anything for PS1. We're selling PS1 games for £1, $1.50. But before you knew it, they'd all like started selling, and suddenly, oh, now PS1, oh, PS1. Yeah, it's the wrong time to collect it because now it's all got value. And the same happened with PS2. PS2 absolutely swamped with it. We were building forts in the office and throwing things at each other over the massive mountain of PS2 stuff we had. But then what happens? Suddenly PS2, oh hang on, PS2 games are really good. Oh, and now we struggle to get a lot of PS2 into stock. We do list it, but we don't get nowhere near what we used to get in stock. And the same will happen with PS3, and the same will happen with Xbox 360, because they are brilliant games, aren't they? They were brilliant games. There was a great generation for gaming. There was some amazing titles that came out. That's their first generation issue. So, you know, it is funny because I mean, some of the Xbox, I think the cheapest Xbox 360 game we listed at the moment is about £1.50. And you think, well, I can't even buy a Spectrum budget game for that. And it's weird, isn't it? Because you go, well, value-wise, that's, I don't know, I do find it crazy. It is funny, the juxtaposition of older games worth a fortune for cassettes, and then newer, you know, okay, it's a couple of generations ago, but newer games, which are all the work that went into, you know, like 10,000 man-hours of coding, but you know, well, more than that, you know, a year's worth of development for that game, and it's worth less than that Spectrum budget game. It's just weird, isn't it? It's weird. It's weird. Get on with it, Jace. All right, fair enough. What about? Well, let's go PlayStation. I talked about PlayStation. We had a few PlayStations in this week. What about this one? Bushido Blade. Check it out. Bushido Blade. Now this game's a bit more exciting than I remembered. You are being chased, and it's got some terrible draw distances and loading times as it inserts the graphics, but you are being chased, and there's not many games like this, are there? It's quite simple, but he's trying to get you. Oh, they haven't drawn the platforms yet. Quick, Oh, the poor old PS1, struggling with this. Don't worry, the graphics are coming. There you go. Run around the corner. This guy's getting a bit furious behind us. Here he comes. Oh, yeah, oh, there's some trees there. Put some trees. I mean, you take draw distances and graphic pop-up for granted not being there now, but back in these days, some of these trees have got tops on, some haven't. Oh, they have now. Here he comes. He's gonna try and get me. Just climb up here. Oh, you got me toes, but you still can't get me. Oh, but then draw the... I can't... Oh, it's so slow to draw, I can't get away. Suddenly I'm in the middle of a street. It's kind of funny. What's really funny is that when he finally catches up with me and we have a proper fight with swords... Whack, whack, whack. I just beat the crap out of him. Someone could have just done that in the first place. Yeah, Bushido Blade, a lot of fun. Very nice copy of this. Beautiful manual there. Yeah, one of those games that it suddenly picked up in value. Was a game that nobody really thought about, and then, oh, hang on, Bushido Blade. Yeah, that's a good one because it's on Square. Yeah, Bushido Blade. Well, now this you'll like these. What about this? The classic original Grand Theft Auto. Yes, it's hard to remember. We've all lived it. I mean, when we first played the first GTA, even though it was a top-down, it reminded me of APB. It really was an amazing game. The freedom in it, you're driving. I loved it. I mean, it was a big hit. It was a big hit. So far removed. Let's just show you what Grand Theft Auto, the original release on PS1, looks like. Okay, now let's compare that to the classic Atari APB, just for the fun of it.
Hey you, pull over. Move over, buddy. No way, old man.
And now let's just compare those to the current version of GTA. Barely changed. It's barely changed. Anyway, beautiful example of this. Look at that lovely condition. Look at the manual. Oh, you know, this is really been cared for. 2 maps. Oh no, hang on. We've got the warranty leaflet thing. 2 maps. You've got both maps, fold-out maps, perfect condition. The disc is also beautiful. Just a really lovely example of. I mean, yes, it probably sold many millions. But it totally is a genre-defining landmark game, isn't it? Landmark game. And what would be best to follow that up with? What about GTA 2? We've got GTA 2, same kind of condition. Yeah, beautiful. Got the warranty card. Got the beautiful, lovely manual, and the fold-out map and the disc. Yeah, beautiful. GTA 1 and 2. And I can remember GTA 2 was very similar to GTA 1. What do you think? It was a bit, wasn't it? What about this one? GTA London. Yes, a really unusual expansion pack. They talked for a while around the San Andreas time of making the next GTA game in London. They really should do that, shouldn't they? I would like to play GTA in London again. This didn't really feel like London. The top-down racing's not really feeling like it. What's that, like a poster? It's got a fold-out poster, immaculate. It's got the warranty and, of course, that beautiful manual. So they're just beautiful examples. What a series, the first 3 releases in the Grand Theft Auto series. What's next, Jace? More PS1. And coming back to something I mentioned earlier, Broken Sword. Now, I love these games. One of the first mainstream adventure games to actually have full speech and really good acting. It did really feel like a great game. Let's just check a little slice out. I know it's hard with adventure games to appreciate video, but check it.
I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No, that's not possible.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, there is not much to tell.
Well, how did you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought my first camera.
Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay. What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Yeah, beautiful animation, French animation. Just a lovely game. And this one again, lovely condition. There's the beautiful manual there. And the disc. And I've got lots of memory. All I can remember of that game, I did get quite far. I never finished it. But I remember grease paint. There was something you had to do with the... It was paint to colour your face, blacking up paint from the circus or something. And yeah, that's all. Every time I think of the game, I think Nicole, Papa, from the Clio adverts, because Nicole's in it. And I think of that face paint and what I had to do with it. I can't remember what I had to do with it now though, but one of you will be shouting at the screen. What about this Broken Sword 2? Let's be honest, Broken Sword games were hard. They were hard. You had to have a working brain. You had to be able to think on your feet. You had to think. The thing about adventure games, right, is when you're playing it, you think, well, this just doesn't make sense. Whatever the solution is, it's absolutely ridiculous. You can't pick a lock with grease paint. You know, I've tried everything. I've tried the nail in the hedgehog, and it still doesn't work. But then you find the solution. Someone tells you, or you accidentally stumble across it, and it makes complete sense. And you think, why didn't I think of it? Why didn't you question your own sanity? And yeah, you guys thinking you do that a lot, Jace? Yeah, probably. What's next in the box, Jace? Well, let's go big. Let's go big. What we got here? We have got a couple of Neo Geo. Yes, something different. Neo Geo AES Fatal Fury 2. It's not a particularly rare game, but it's always worth showing. Leaflet. I don't know why. Why are Neo Geo manuals always in little plastic bags? They must have come in like that, mustn't they? But yeah, lovely condition. Keeps them fresh. Keeps them fresh. A little bit of cracking. You know, you've got these cases. They're a little bit Blockbuster Video kind of dodgy. But the cart's mega. The cart is beautiful. And there it is. Huge, giant cartridge. Fatal Fury 2. You all know that game, I'm sure. You've played it. It's out for a million formats. But that's the original on the AES. What about one more AES, and that is this 3-count bout. Now there's another name for that, isn't there? It's Fire Suplex. This Japanese one's Fire Suplex. Testing my brain knowledge, game knowledge even. 3-count bout. Let's have a look at that. It's another fighting game. Well, let's be honest. If you like Neo Geo, then you like fighting games. Welcome to the battle. 2D wrestling, do we like it? It's Terry again, Terry from Fatal Fury. Let's fight. They're always a bit of fun, aren't they? Lots of weapons and strange things that you do in a wrestling game. I mean, if you really whack someone over the head with a spiky stick covered in barbed wire, they'd be dead. They would have been dead in one strike. You wouldn't have got up again, would they? Come on, Terry's doing really well. Come on, Terry. Bash the button. Oh, yeah. Oh, right in the face. Is that Donald Trump watching from next to the car? I think it is. He's shouting a lot. Oh, now what is that? That doesn't seem fair, does it? He's electrocuting him now with a taser. And he's got chains wrapped around him. That's not going to help. He's going to... Well, it's not helping, is it? I mean... Against the ethos of a fighting game, really, suddenly introduce a taser. Oh, whip to the face, though. He's coming back. Classic move. What's he got? Where's he gone? He has picked up Donald Trump. And he's thrown him on the floor. It doesn't really seem fair, though. Nobody likes Trump. I'm going to have a go. I'm going to chuck him. Yeah, chuck the Trump. Great fun. Oh, I think we've won. Yes, Terry has won. Victory is ours. Well done, Tezza. Let's open that up. This one has got a better case. Again, it's got the manual in a placky bag. And there's the beautiful cartridge. 3-count bout there. Yes, 2 AES games this week. Let's post it back on. What's next, Jace? Okay, one game for ColecoVision. Yes, we're getting a bit old school now. I love the Coleco. It's this. It's Tarzan. Check out Tarzan on the ColecoVision. Tarzan. Yes, this is the ColecoVision's answer to David Crane's Pitfall on the Atari. Yeah, it's got gorilla. It's pretty good, isn't it, graphically? Very rare game. I don't know why it didn't sell more than it did. Here we go. This is the classic Pitfall. Oh, classic falling. Let's try that again. Yeah, we're swinging on the ropes. It's all about swinging on the ropes. We love it. There's the crocodile. Climb the trees. It feels better than Pitfall. It's even more tactile, better graphics. Coleco is awesome. Groovy music. Unfair. Guy with a gun. Now I remember Tarzan the TV show. I think we're trying to save Cheetah. Cheetah the chimpanzee. Jumped the wrong way. Thankfully this guy's a very slow shot. Oh, he's coming to get me. No, back up there. Let's get it. It's a bit Donkey Kong this. A bit like Donkey Kong. Feels a little bit Donkey Kong-y. Yeah, is it a monkey or is it a spider? A spider monkey! Yeah, it's an unusual game. It's not one that you see a lot. And I think Tarzan, as a licence, is one of those. The license is so old, from the 1920s or something, that anyone can release something called Tarzan. I don't think anyone owns the copyright. It's all out of whack. So you can just call anything you like Tarzan, which is pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool. Beautiful condition. Let's just get it out of the box. There we go. This is the reason this is rare. This is a European. This is a UK Tarzan. You do not see a UK Tarzan. You see American ones a lot. And there's the manual. Yeah, difference between you know this, but difference between UK cartridge and American is these little hooks for you to grab them properly. If they're smooth, the American versions, and if anything, the British European versions are much better. They improved it. You know, there's an advantage to having stuff released years after the rest of the world. They hone it down. They improve it. They make it a bit more funky. Well, not always, but sometimes. Vectrex, the MB Vectrex looks a lot nicer than the GCE one. Would we say? Maybe it's just me. What's next? Well, we've got some other stuff in here. What about some Atari? Atari in the house! Yeah, Atari in the house. Now this is a strange thing. This, I had to show you it because I've never had this in stock before. This is a special offer. It's a branded special offer pack of Atari games. It's this. It's Night Driver and Breakout, but they were bundled back to back, and the tape residue you can see there, like a special offer. Breakout and Night Driver Atari special offer, $21.95 for 2 cartridges. You're saving about a tenner or 20 quid, but yeah, it's really absolutely appallingly damaged the boxes, but because it's official, because that is an Atari deal, it's kind of special, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen, I might have seen it. I don't think we've ever had that in stock. A bit tatty, really. A bit tatty. And I've stuck 20 quid on it. But I think, well, as a set, to have the wraparound set, it's history. And you know I get a bit obsessed about the game in history. We've got some more Atari in the house. We've got some Activision titles this week. What about this one? Check out Chopper Command. Yes, it's another version of Defender, really. Little trucks at the bottom, you're protecting them in your helicopter, shooting at. It's pretty good, actually. It's pretty good, isn't it? Chopper Command International Edition. They have that, like, you know, even on your Pitfall or your Activision games. International Edition for the European releases. Yeah, it's nice, decent condition box. Let's get it out. I'm not doing that again. Yeah. Now let's talk about something we can always talk about with Activision games is Glue Bleed. That is because they use some dodgy glue on the labels of Atari cartridges. And you can see the glue through the label. Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying, but there is nothing you can do about it. It doesn't mean the game has an issue. It's just what happens. You know, they should have taken a leaf out of Atari's book and used some better glue. Because Atari cartridges don't do that. Magic cartridges don't do that. It's just an Atari thing. An Activision thing. Oh, concentrate, Jace. Here's another one. Another one. Let's see how bad the glue bleed is on this one. This is Freeway. Check out Freeway. Okay, this is probably one of the worst Frogger. One of the first Frogger copycat games there's ever been. You control chickens. You do control 2 chickens, makes it a bit more hard, but they don't get killed. They just bounce back, so you just end up in a loop of utter frustration. I should like this. It's a racing game, shouldn't I? It's got a chicken crossing the road, but you know what it's based on. Pork and Army, they just get ripped off all over the place. Let's check it out. Let's check out the glue bleed. We've got the manual. Hang on. It's not so bad on this one. Not so bad. A little bit. But pretty good, yeah. How to become an ace chicken crosser in Freeway. It says on the back of the box, right. David Crane is also the designer of Dragster. Now, David Crane, you might know him, Boy and His Blob, obviously bit forward stuff. David Crane made loads of really good early Atari games, and he made loads of Activision stuff, including Dragster, Fishing Derby, and Laser Blast. He consistently comes up with highly unusual, imaginative, and challenging games. Now, he's got a little bit to say about Freeway. As unusual as Freeway is, you will still have to employ some tried and true gaming skills to do well. For instance, you must become familiar with the different traffic patterns in order to anticipate and make the right moves. Thanks, David. This is especially difficult in games 5 through 8, where traffic speeds can change constantly. I mean, he's bigging himself up. I don't know what. Sometimes these games, these early games, I mean, he's copied someone else's idea, for starters. They seem quite easy to program, don't they? They seem quite easy to... Easy? Is it? Quite easy to... Seems like, you know, it's just a little bit of scrolling and some dodgy graphics. Anyway, Freeway, moving on. We've got one more Activision Atari game, and that is... Bridge! I know. Just give me an excuse to put this back on.
One heart must mean that Tessa has at least 13 points. That's honours plus distribution. The bidding's been opened, so I'm not restricted to 13 points. But I must have a very strong suit, and I have spades, 5 to the queen. But with an opening bid already out against me, while it's enough to respond if my partner opens, it's certainly not enough to enter the bidding on my own account. No bid.
I can't believe 2 Bridge games in 2 weeks. Yes, Bridge. If you weren't watching last week, we covered the BBC Bridge console. But this is not as exciting at all, but it is a Bridge game. You can play Bridge on the computer. You don't need to have as many friends to play Bridge on the computer. You can play it... let's get it out. Let's get it. You can play it on your own. And there we have it, International Edition again, and there's the manual, and it's got some glue bleed, but you know, it's to be expected. That's what happens with Activision games. We're used to it now. I mean, I'm used to it. I've been dealing with them for like 25 years, but you know, all right, nearly 30 years then. Too long. What's next in the box, Jace? Well, we got some things, some books, and I just thought I'd show them because they're not something we ever talk about. But look at these. What's happened to the world of game guides? This is a hardbacked guide. It's a limited edition strategy guide for Borderlands 2, okay? That's big on PS3 and Xbox 360. But look, it's such a work of art, really, these books. And they're not particularly expensive or, you know, not particularly hard to find. But can you imagine the effort it took to make something like this with full colour maps and page, and how many pages in this? There's something in there. I just saw something in there. Is there something loose? There is. There's always some bonus stuff in there.
Ginny Recon.
Oh, I saw it again. Oh no, it's just printed. Oh, well done, Joe. But anyway, you know, this thing, how many pages has it got? 430 pages. 430 pages on Borderlands 2. You can't imagine there was that much work in the design document, can you? Or in the, I mean, just wow, mad. And I've got a couple of these. This one's from Far Cry 5. But again, beautiful hardback with a I don't know. They're just amazing, really. Imagine you had a guide like this for games back in the 8-bit era. Incredible. And then it's got some bonus stuff. It's got a bookmark. What else has it got? It's got something else in here. It's got a big fold-out map, and that's like a really lovely, sort of like almost material feel to it. I just think if you love a game, if you love Far Cry or one of these games, I mean, you get these for like the Zeldas and the Mario games, these hardback limited editions. What a lovely tribute to the game. Does anybody read them? I guess because they're limited edition collector's editions, I think people buy them after anyway. I think they've already finished the game and they think, oh, it would be nice to have that on the shelf just as a little tribute to that game that I finished. I don't know. Maybe that's just my idea of just being a bit wacky. What about this? This is another one. This is Destiny. You know, Destiny is another big game on Xbox and PS3. But this one, it's got like a proper glossy wraparound on the hardback, but it's also got some art cards. I mean, they're putting limited edition stuff for games in the guide. I think these are official Bungie art cards. I mean, they're weird. It's weird, isn't it? All these specials and it's probably just a desperate cash grab. Like all these special editions, like my Forza with the key ring. They're cash grabs. But we're so stupid, we still love them. Do we? We still love them, don't we? Oh, there was another one we listed this week. It was Black Ops 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And it came with a notebook, just to make your own notes. Now, the sort of person who's going to buy that is never going to write in that notebook. So there's a factory somewhere churning out notebooks that nobody is ever going to write in. Why? Why? Because retro gamers are mad. That's why. Okay, got some more stuff for you. This Gamecube, bit of Nintendo. What about these? Now, I've got 3 amazing games here. Metroid Prime. This is for the US. I mean, I don't need to show you Metroid Prime. You know what it is. For the US Gamecube. US games on Gamecube are worth a lot more than UK ones. Nobody really understands why. But this is it's in really, really immaculate condition. I'm going to try and very carefully take the insert out and the manual. Oh, there's loads of stuff in here. Oh, don't look, don't look. I don't want to spoil it because it's absolutely beautiful. Here we go. Look at this condition, man. They've never been out of the box. So you've got the warning, you've got a confidential Metroid extra, prime time promoting something, and I'll show you the disc. Do you like popping GameCube games? Look at the disc. It is proper 10 out of 10 unplayed, I would say. Beautiful. I mean, just really nice to have immaculate stuff coming in. And it's not the only one. We got Mario Sunshine, same condition, same US as well. Beautiful, from the same collection. There's loads of gumph in here, isn't there? I think is it true? The Americans get more gumph in their games than we do. I think so. It does, certainly with N64 and SNES they did. You've got the beautiful manual. You've got the need to clean up a mess. What's some sort of, what is this? Oh, it's just advertising a t-shirt. Subscribe today, receive a Super Mario Sunshine t-shirt. Oh, it's too late. Flyer Animal Crossing postcard there. And then the GameCube warming sheet. I just think, oh well, that's 4 separate little booklets. A lot of effort. A lot of effort. Classic game though, Mario Sunshine. And again, beautiful. And now what would go well with that? If you was picking 3 games and you know, Desert Island Gamecube. Gamecube? Yeah, the Gamecube. No. I love the GameCube. I love gays. There's no difference. Am I getting into trouble there? I don't even know. I just accidentally said GameCube, and I'm just imagining a GameCube completely covered in glitter and faux fur. That seems really offensive to gay people. I'm sorry about that. I just imagine it. I can't help it. My brain can't help it. I think of these things. Anyway, 3rd game that would go well with these 2 has got to be Wind Waker. And don't put an N in there. No, it's Wind Waker. One of my all-time favourite games. Yes, I have finished this one. And again, absolutely beautiful. And again, absolutely 10 out of 10 disc. Absolutely brand new. Just beautiful to get these games in such condition and such classic. There was a Luigi's Mansion as well. I just didn't pick everything for the show. I just picked three. What's left in the box? One more thing in the box! Oh, I hope it's a handheld game. No, it's not a handheld game. Something really different. No, this is something now. Bit of a story. Sometimes when you're in the business, when you're writing reviews, I don't know about this, I don't do it. When you're writing reviews, when you're working for a magazine, you get sent special promotional items. And so that happened. We recently bought a collection from some such person, a reviewer, and he got sent promo version of the game Apocalypse. Now you know the game Apocalypse is based on the Bruce Willis movie. Thoughts go out to Bruce. Not very well. But anyway, this is the game. You can see it comes there. It's a black disc. It's a promo version. It will say on there, it says like promo only, demo. No, it's not demo, it's the full game. Promo only, not for sale. It's a review copy. But sometimes review copies came out and they gave you a little bonus. Check this out. What the heck is that? Yeah, gaming memorabilia or what? It is a glass smash case. It is a case with a spliff and matches in it, saying Apocalypse is coming, join Jehovah or be stoned. What a beauty. This is wood, proper wood and glass. What? That's an amazing promo item. Yes, it is. It's an amazing promo item. Yeah, I've never ever seen anything like this before. I'm very excited. But yeah, on the site this week. Don't be scared, it's expensive. You knew it would be, but I've never seen one in 28 years, so, you know, well, I suppose actually we've been going longer than this game came out, wasn't it? 98 or something. Yeah, we'd already been going for a while. 98, it was 98. Yeah, so we'd already been going for 3 years then, when that came out. They should have sent me one at the time. Anyway, what a brilliant item to end the show on. Thank you for watching. Until next week, happy retro gaming, retro gamers!
Retrogames says thank you for watching. Retrogames says thank you for watching.
I have been assured that is not a real spliff. I'm not going to get done as a drug dealer, alright?